once said she stopped contributing in her home because she felt like she was voiceless, and that was a result of her parents disregarding her ideas and what she shares in the house, to a point that she completely stopped sharing anything in the house, and people outside knew her more than her own family. Welcome back to my channel, to the old subbies and the viewers, and if you're new, a warm welcome to you. I hope you'll stay and don't forget to subscribe. As you can see by the title of this video, today we'll be talking about what parents do that actually negatively impacts our lives. So I don't know, like I just came up one day, I was sitting down somewhere, I don't know, and I was thinking about how parents actually do stuff that in the long run actually negatively really impacts our lives. And I don't know, maybe it's because, probably that day I was mad at my parents. Maybe they had done something and it just came to me that, you know what, y'all do this all the time, and since I've been home for a while now, I think now it only makes sense that, okay, no, doing this means that, and it results as this, which is quite bad for me in a way. So yeah, we'll be tackling that today. So let's get right into the video. So I'll go through the list that I put together of the things that they do, and then I'll just say my piece with each one. But before I go there, am I the only one that has heard the saying, I am hard on you because I want you to toughen up? How come parents think being mean to us and treating us as I don't know what, but how come they think being really mean to us actually makes us better people? The first teaching is education is the key. This one is popular again, like we hear it everywhere. Education is the key. And I am not disagreeing with the fact that yes, education is kind of the key, because you are likely to be successful with education, but I'm just against the fact that parents think education is going to school. So they literally, like, to them education is get a degree, get a diploma, get some type of qualification, forgetting that education is not only going to school. I mean, how many people are in university or college studying something that they don't even like, for the mere reason that they want to impress their parents, and their parents push them to go and study something that they call practical, because so many of us would rather be media personalities or something like that. But because parents assume that that is not something that is tangible to them, it's something that can't make you a good living, or give you rather a good living, so many people suppress themselves and their goals because they were told that a valuable person is someone that has a degree or a diploma or some kind of qualification. So what they'd rather do is go to university, study things they don't even like, just to impress their parents. It's as if parents want to live their lives through us. Like, because they couldn't get that accounting degree, now no matter what you do, you gotta get a degree because I didn't get it. I don't understand, because people are different. Parents really need to understand that people are different, will never be the same. Not everyone is destined to get a degree. Not everyone wants to get a degree, Some people just would rather go out there, strike a pose, take pictures, look great, and make money out of it. And I feel like, well, the whole point is to make money. So if I'm making money through taking pictures, what is the reason for you going against it? So the second thing is negative words. Parents have so much power. Most things that they say, you actually end up believing. So if your parents start saying you are inadequate, you are dumb, you are this, you are that, chances are down the line you actually are so gonna believe what they said, because our norms come from our parents. Whatever we see as the norm, whatever we are taught, we were taught by our parents. They are the ones that were there from day one. And if from day one you were told, "I girl, you are dumb," then I guess I'm dumb, personal experience. So growing up, I was those kids that were academic people. So I grew up vele from primary school to high school. Prize giving was a certain to my parents. They knew vele with every year we are going to fetch some kind of certificate, a certificate, guys. They knew I was gonna go get a certificate every single year. So yeah, I was that kid. And then one day, because also I knew I was that kid, so in high school I then decided, okay, I want to study engineering because girl is good at this mathematics type of vibe and all of this physics type of vibes. So I'm like, okay, I want to study engineering. Cool. I go to my mom. I'm like, Mom, I want to do engineering. My mom is those parents that are very, they let you do what you want to do. So she's not someone that would like question you or ask all these questions. Are you sure you want to do this? Like that? Nah, you just come up and be like, Mama, I want to do this. And she's like, okay, cool. If you need anything, I'm here. And then there's my dad. So I went up to my dad. I'm like, sir, I want to study engineering. And he was like, what? Are you sure? I'm like, what do you mean, am I sure? He literally didn't understand how I think I can manage doing engineering. He was asking me, like, are you sure you're going to be able to manage all of this? Are you sure you'll be able to get this degree? Like, all of these things he was asking. But because at that time I was a very focused person and I was very determined and I knew what I wanted. It wasn't because of the label of engineering or anything like that. It was because I genuinely liked it and I wanted to do it, So I was like, whatever, I'm going to study engineering. And indeed, I went, I applied, got accepted and stuff. But now I got into university, everything became very difficult. I struggled so much with university, adapting and all of that. And I remember when all the failings started coming through and I was failing a lot of things and his words actually came back. I was starting to be like, maybe my dad is right. Maybe I really can't do this. Maybe I'm not good enough for this engineering thing. But the reason why I'm sharing this story is the time he said it to me, I was like, I don't care. I don't know what you're saying to me. Like, I'm not even listening to what you're saying. I'm the greatest. I'm going to be an engineer. But the minute I failed, the first thing I remembered were his words that said, you are not going to be able to do this. And it affected me so much that when I got dismissed at varsity and had to come back home and having to face him and he was still saying these things, all these weird things, I was literally always crying. Like every time I broke down, I was thinking, I'm not good enough, I'm not this, I'm not that. And mind you, I'm someone that always thought I'm good enough for anything. But because he, my own father, opened his mouth and said, you are not going to be able to do this, it actually affected me. Because I feel like at the end of the day, subconsciously, your parents, whatever your parents tell you, whatever your parents teach you is the right thing. Because that's how, it's the only thing you know. So it is obviously to you the right thing. So if he tells me that I'm not good enough to do something, then chances are I'm actually not, And that's where I realized actually parents really, really have a huge impact on us and what we end up being and how we take things. But luckily for me, I come from a very open family, so we talk about anything. We can discuss issues and stuff. So I had to readdress it with him. I went to him, I'm like, I remember when I was young, you said this and that, and it really affected me. And shame, he apologized and gave me his perspective. So him saying it wasn't really him trying to discourage me or anything. He had his reasons. But you see, had I not said it, and that time I didn't say it, he didn't get a chance to explain himself. I just took it as my dad thinks I'm dumb, So yeah, they need to watch what they say, The third teaching is, a man doesn't cry. Oh, indoda ayikhathi. Guys, you see that one, ne? Personally, even though I'm a girl, it really gets to me. I don't understand. Why are we teaching boy kids that it is not okay for a boy to cry? Like, it really just breaks my heart so much because so many men were taught that for you to be a man, you don't just start crying out of nowhere. Whether you are a feminine guy or a masculine guy, you just try your best not to cry because we were taught to indoda ayikhathi, which I really don't understand because at the end of the day, we are all human. And all of this, I feel personally, personally, I feel like it ends up as them bottling their feelings. And in general, men are not emotional people like we are. So can you imagine, firstly, you're not an emotional person, and then they teach you you're not supposed to be an emotional person, and you're not supposed to cry. Even when you are so hurt and all you want to do is just release, you can't even do that. Because the minute you do that, you're seen as less of a man. Parents really need to stop teaching boy kids that it is not okay to cry. Because at the end of the day, we are just more... Okay, fair. They are just molding zombies of men walking around trying to be Mr. Tough Guy all the time, you know. And it becomes, I feel like it even contributes even in relationships, in romantic relationships, because then they can't even communicate well, they can't express themselves. They just, if something is wrong, they just decide it's okay to keep quiet and deal with it on your own, you know. So I really think that just needs to stop. Can we please, our generation, not teach our kids ukuthi indoda ayikhali? Because guys, ukhala is normal. It's just an expression. Khala is normal. Guys, khalani. The last one is a woman is a woman by certain qualities. This one just, I don't know. This one is a whole conversation, you know, because from a very young age, you are taught ukuthi you are a woman by doing these things. You are a man by doing these things. You are a woman by having certain qualities in you. And for example, we are taught ukuthi marriage is an achievement. Like growing up, you are just told the ultimate goal in your life is to get married. And the minute a woman is married, you are the best of the best. And if you're not married, well, what you doing with your life? Like, the family always wonders, why Usbanbani is not married? Why Umang Mang is still alone? How come she still doesn't have a man? How come she still doesn't have kids? It's as if you are rejected in the world if you cannot get a man that wants to marry you and make you a wife. So not forgetting that hilarious saying of, if a person sweeps your feet, you won't get married. Hey, now we are jumping brooms. Guys, we are jumping brooms everywhere because you are scared of being swept on, and then next thing you don't get a man. And if you don't get a man, well, girl, what are you doing with your life? Like, oh my gosh, I can't. The other example is being told that a woman doesn't wake up after the sun rises. Umfazi doesn't sleep until the sun is out. If you're a woman, you need to wake up early in the morning. You need to do this and that. You need to, and mind you, I'm not saying it's wrong to wake up in the morning. People are different. Again, people are different. There are morning people. There are people that are not morning people. And when you're not a morning person, it becomes so much of a burden to be told that umfazi, a woman, wakes up before sun rises. I mean, I don't like it. Like me, I'm someone that wants to sleep. And now I'm told if you sleep till late, then you're not wife material. You're not a good woman. What type of woman are you? Now you are struggling. You're fighting that thing. You can't do it because you're forcing yourself to be this person that everyone says you should be. Like, you start feeling so bad because then you're told, if you're going to be waking up so late, what are you going to do when you get to your in-laws' place? Like, will you be waking up at 10 o'clock when your mother-in-law woke up at 6? You're like, okay, maybe not even 6, just wake up early. Wake up like at 5. What type of a person are you going to be? What type of a wife are you going to be? Like, you are just so pressured into being this woman that you're told is what a perfect woman is. Another one is you need to love the kitchen. A woman loves the kitchen because that is her place. And I know so many people that don't really like cooking, they don't like cleaning. And the minute you don't like those things, they are questioning you. So many people end up pursuing and chasing marriage all their life. Guys, not everyone is gonna get married. Like, I really believe, excuse me, I really believe that not everyone is meant to get married, you know. And then what if you are the one that isn't in the list of people that are gonna get married, and here you are now running all over trying to find a man that's gonna marry you, and it's never gonna happen. Next thing, you die and you didn't even enjoy your life alone as an individual person, because all you did all your life was just go around looking for a man to marry. And don't get me wrong, if you love marriage, if that's what you want to do, if that is your brand, go for it, pursue it. But all I'm saying is, if you know deep down you don't really want to, you're not that type of person, and now you want to do it because everyone is doing it, okay, not everyone is doing it, but it's a norm, it's what should be happening, then don't do that to yourself. Don't subject yourself to forcing yourself to like something when you don't, you know. Don't let people tell you what is right and what is wrong. Determine that for yourself, and the minute you do that, you'll be able to understand that if this is not for me, then this is really not for me. Let me just enjoy my life. And even when you're trying to find marriage and your ultimate goal is to get married, also don't run around chasing it. It should come to you. If it's for you, it is going to come to you. But don't let people tell you what should happen in your life and what characteristics you should have to be deemed as a good woman and a good man. It is okay to like something. It is okay to not like it. If you don't like domestic work, you don't like it. Don't let that be a reason why you deem yourself as less of a woman, or someone else is better than you because they like doing it and they are better at being a wife and all of that. It's not like that. If you don't like it, girl, you don't like it. And men, it is okay to cry. Our parents just need to get on with the program and understand that things are not like before. Your responsibility now is to take your parents' teachings, but also be mindful of what exactly also you take. I mean, we all have our own minds too. Be mindful of what you take too. Don't let their bad words get you down, because only you know yourself. And at the end of the day, you are an individual. You are not your parents. Your parents are not you, and that they can never be you, and you can never be them, you know? Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. And it is important to note that all these are my personal views. They are not views of anyone else. And of course, they are not the whole entire perfect view or perspective or whatever. Like, they are not scientifically proven. It's just how I feel with these matters, and I thought, let me just share with the people, and maybe somehow someone will be helped and they'll stop feeling less of what and who they are. Don't forget to comment, to like, and to subscribe to your girl, and to many more other videos. Enjoy your day and God bless you.